Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T20, it's the Tier 7 American medium tank. It's located on the northeast spawn of Province under the command of PapaBearFace of REBRN. And he's about to try and get his third mark of excellence. Battle started. Well, if he's got the top gun, he's got the 90mm. And that's exactly what he's got. It's got alpha damage of 240 hit points. And he's going to go across the other side of the map, I think. It's going to be a dash. Now, the T20 was actually designed as a replacement for the M4. Unfortunately, it failed during testing, mainly because it had very weak armor. Very good mobility, excellent gun, but very, very poor armor. And of course, that meant that the crews would probably get killed because most rounds that hit this thing go straight through. Okay, he's making his way up. Fires a quick round into the bush just in case there's somebody there. You can see those 2 marks on the barrel. Very nice. Now, are there enemy over on the far side? Well, he's just stopping for a quick check. You never know. Somebody might get spotted. Well, he's fired a blind round in anyway, just on the off chance. Okay, well, there are some enemy just around the corner. In fact, quite a lot of them. And some of them heavy tanks. Okay, this is going to get interesting. Just got spotted there. Fires around into an IS. Gets 260 off that one. It's a high roll. But there's a P43 Biz just holding the corner just around the other side of that house. He pops up, fires around into the P43, takes a round in the tracks from the P43 as well. He might have that 90mm gun. Oh, yes he does. And we took a round for another round from him for 221. And we punch one back for 269, a high roll, and he's gone. So that's one out of the way. A fair exchange because he managed to get more hit points on the P69 than... Yep, and he got one into the IS again. 221, that guy's not going to be feeling so good. Okay, right, well he's going to go up onto the heights, see if he can get any shots from there. I always like to pop up here because you can get some good shots down on the enemy. And oh, that T50 backed off because it looked like he got hit by Arty actually. It looked like an HE round just hit him. The enemy does have Arty. They've got an FB304 and an M44. Oh, you can see the Tiger. Put a round into him, 242. Can't see the IS. Of course, the Tiger now knows he's here. And it's going to want to put a round in if we go high. Can we spot him? There's the cupola. There's the IS. He went for the cupola of the IS, but he took a big round. And that guy's got the 122mm gun. That's a 399 hit point shot. The alpha of the 122 is 390. And there's a round from the Arty, just trying to get us. That was the FB304. So it must have been him who hit the T52 earlier. Trying to get that Tiger. Yep, gets one into the cupola. 285, high roll again. This is looking good. Just worrying about that IS. Oh, the IS is down. That's good. No more big high caliber shots from him. The Tiger's trying to hide himself at the moment. Can we get around in? There's the FB304. No, there's a house in the way. Oh, it looks like our teammates are coming up behind the Tiger. So he's probably going to be occupied any second. And oh god, look at this. PapaBearFace is going down the steps. I've never seen this done before. This is a first for me. Haven't seen that done before. And he didn't lose any hit points in doing it. That was amazing. Okay, the Tiger's getting hammered now. Now we need to be careful because we're right next door to the swimming pool. Oh, and the Tiger's down. Yeah, you don't want to go over that ledge there. If you go into the swimming pool, you can't get back out again. In fact, I've seen a few tanks get trapped in there. But he's hiding behind the house. And it looks like somebody tried to get around into PapaBearFace. Oh, no. The AMX M445 did. 234 hit points. That's bad news. He needs to sustain the damage rate in order to get his third mark. And he's pulling back for the moment. being very careful not to go over that ledge because it's so easy to do so. I have a suspicion that he's going to try a different approach. Let's see, he's got out from behind that house without getting hit again. Is he going to try and go around? There's the M44. Well, the AMX M445 has just been killed by our Bert. And he's now blind shooting that lookout on the other side of the map. Apparently there's a Hellcat up there and a KV-85. And if he can get a lucky shot in, then it'll really help. And there's the T-34-100, the constructor, the Czechs Tier 7. Doesn't get a hit there, but he might be able to get one into his posterior. If he can get the engine bay, he might get a fire. Well, he got it in. 245, a high roll again. Can he get another one in? Yes, he does. And it's an average roll this time, but the T-34-100 is on his last legs. So hopefully our teammates will be able to take him out. Well, there's only 3 enemies remaining now. Oh, there's a Dicamax. That's one of them. Can we get around in? Yes! 220, it's a low roll. And our Hellcat goes down and takes him out. There's only 2 enemies remaining, an IKV-90B and a VK-3601H. Now the IKV is probably going to be the most dangerous out of 2. There's the VK. He's down in the valley. Just question is, where is the IKV? Okay. Haven't got a shot. Oh, and the VK just managed to ram kill, or rather the SU-122 crashed, according to this. But yeah, the VK-3601H killed our Hellcat. And there's the IKV-90B. He's down the other end. And he's fighting it out with our Tiger 1. And that's not good, because the 90B, 90mm gun, facing a Tiger 1 with an 88mm gun. We need to give him some help, otherwise he's going to get completely wiped out by that tank destroyer. We've only got 2 rounds of APCR left here. Oh, he did get killed. So here we go. We need to get this kill. It's the last enemy on their team. 1 round in. Got the high caliber. Need to get the kill. He rams him. Oh, he does more damage. Can we get the kill? Yes! And that wins the game. Fantastic work. Even though he was badly damaged, he still got it. He won on 2 hit points. Would you believe it? Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. He's got it! He got his 3rd mark of excellence in that game. It was only a 2nd class tanker in the game, but it was enough to tip him over into 95% and get the 3rd mark. Can't take that away from him now. He's got his Hand of God as well, a Bruiser, a Fire for Effect, and out of that game he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall. What a fantastic game it was. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, top of the table, 2,982 hit points of damage in that game. The IKV-90B, 90 Type B managed to get 2,388, and the next high score after that was the AMX M445, who managed 1,914 hit points. When it came to kills though, actually in fact it was the AMX M445 who got the highest number. He got 3 kills. Unfortunately, PapaBearFace only managed to get thus 1 single kill in that game. It was the IKV right at the end. And when it came to base XP, well, he was top of the table, 968 base experience points, 807 goes to the Hellcat, and 624 goes to the SU-100. He fired 20 rounds in that game, got 13 direct hits and 12 penetrations, damage of 2,982 hit points, of which 705 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy. He got 4 penetrations. It just goes to show how bad the armor on this tank is. It really is diabolical, and that's why it wasn't accepted into service. 1 non-penetration, I think that went into the tracks, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the enemy. He spotted 1 enemy tank, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, and did 214 hit points of damage assist. On a premium count, he earned 29,746 credits, but he did fire an awful lot of APCR during that battle to make sure those shells did do their job and went into the target. After all, he needed the damage rate in order to make sure of that third mark. So he did spend a lot on APCR, 88,000 credits on that, which meant he ended up with a loss for the game of 51,792, but he won't bother about that in the slightest because he got his third mark and he's not worried now. He's got it. 968 XP from the game, 1,452 altogether. So again, what replays is not telling us something there. There's something missing that they've left out. That's why we use Salty Jedi's What Record site, because it's so much better. It includes all the facts and information and some of the medals that you don't see on What Replays, because of course they miss out some of the medals. So if you enjoyed that replay, I certainly did. It was very exciting towards the end. Please give this video a like. Do share it with your friends. This is how you third mark one of the mid-tier medium tanks. I know that a lot of you will go through the T20 on the way up the American tech tree, but it's certainly worth spreading this around to say this is how you do it, this is how you play this tank, and do give it make a comment, leave us a remark. It was certainly a great replay by PapaBearFace. So thanks very much indeed for watching.